What's good, Trippy Gang? All right, guys. So I've had a few requests of some people telling me they needed a little bit of help. So today we're going to get started with you guys that want to start streaming. I'm going to help you all out as far as when it comes to using OBS Studio or OBS.live, or you can even choose to use Streamlabs if that's what you choose. I don't use Streamlabs just because it's not that I have a terrible PC, because I have a brand new PC that I just built, and my PC can definitely push it. But sometimes Streamlabs can kind of be hard on PCs, and like I'm not really sure why, but they do. But anyways, guys, if you're new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hey, hang out with the Trippy family. Stick around with us because things are going to get good. And I'm always going to be by your side to help you with things no matter what. Whether it's tech stuff like this, or whether it's just to be a friend, whether it's to drop some information, make some funny prank videos, share out vlogging videos just to let you see what I do on my daily life, which will be a video coming up later on this afternoon. I'm going to give you a tour around the outside of my house where I like to hang out and just chill and do silly things. But I'm going to show you something that I really like to do, but it's getting cold outside, so I don't get to do it very much anymore. But guys, drop a like on the video, especially if you think this OBS tutorial is going to help you out. And even if it don't, help the Trippy Gang out, because guys, when y'all drop thumbs up on the video, it actually makes it to where others are able to see the video, so it helps the Trippy Gang to be able to get more views, and we greatly appreciate that. All right, guys, let's dive on into what we're doing here. But before we do, turn those notifications on, because we don't want you to miss out on anything that we got going on from here all the way out through 21 and possibly more. You never know what the future holds. Guys, share the video with somebody, or share it with someone you know, your social media, anything, because maybe this could help somebody out, and that's exactly what I want to do. All right, let's get started here. So as you see me. All right, now let's see this. All right, here we go, guys. All right, so this is OBS, and I use OBS.live, which is tied in with Stream Elements. Do you have to? No. The only difference is, do you see this stuff that I have over here behind me? It allows me to see everyone that's followed me, and over here, you know, we get the media player, and as you see right here, we are recording. So, you know, like, it allows me to see everything. But down here, I have tons of things that I have on here. But the only reason I have all this stuff on here is because I make a lot of YouTube videos and stuff. So I go back and erase it within time. So let's not focus on the scenes and the sources. If you guys need help setting that up, let me know, and I will make another video on it helping you guys out. But for now, I just want to show you what the best OBS settings are for 2021. Let's dive in. All right, so first off, I want you to come down here and go to your settings, okay? And you're going to see that your settings pop up like this. All right, so on your general tab, guys, let's look at it like this, okay? So you get English, you can choose your language, whatever that may be. Then you're going to come down to theme, all right? So to be honest with you, dark is the best place to be, okay? So I just set it up, you know, like normal. Most people like to keep it on like whatever they want, and I'm really not a fan of, you know, the others. Like this one is like super, super dark, and I actually like it. But, you know, dark is an actual default one. And then you come down here and you have this one here, and I don't really know. I'm not a fan of it, so I don't even know how to say it. System, oh my God, that is like, let me blind you and knock you overboard. All right. So, hey, let's just go ahead and stick with this dark one for now, but choose whatever one that you like. Okay. Coming on down, there's really not anything else that you need to do. Of course, you know, you want to make sure it's automatically checked for updates on startup. So just check that box. Output, I don't have anything. Your source alignment, you got to hit enable, and then your snap sensitivity, I keep it on 10.0. And you come down, nothing else will be checked until you get to system tray, and then you're going to click on enable, and of course nothing else until you get down to studio mode and show preview or program labels. I have that one. And then multi-view is click to switch between scenes, show scenes, show scene names, draw safe areas. I have all of those. And then the multi-view layout, as you see, is horizontal top 8 scenes. So just kind of go through there. You can check on this, and if there's anything you feel that you want to change, you know, later on, you know, that's just kind of up to you. All right, we get over here to stream. Let me tell you something new that has actually worked out, and I'm super glad that it did. I'm not going to do this while we're on stream because of my password and stuff would show up, but I actually came out of it, like I logged out, so I was able to show you guys. All right, so as you know, I stream on Twitch more than I do YouTube right here, but we're hoping that's going to grow a lot more. And so I keep, Twitch. It doesn't matter. We can go up to Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Restream, Twitter. You can choose whatever you want, okay? So but I just keep it on Twitch. Guys, your server needs to stay on auto. Now, don't get me wrong. I know a lot of people who will choose like US East, Atlanta, Georgia, Virginia. Like when I play Apex, I run off of Virginia servers as far as my PS5. But when I'm streaming, I use auto recommended. And I'll tell you why. It's best to let OBS decide what the best ping is for you. So that's my personal opinion. Whether you choose to do that, that's up to you. But like I said, these are your best settings for 2021. No, we're not in 2021 yet, but hey, we're fisting to dive on over into it, and you'll already have the best settings for it. So, all right, your stream key here. You're probably saying, Trippy, where do I get a stream key? Okay, if you go inside Twitch and you click on your profile, the little icon in the right corner, and if you scroll down to where it says channel, you can go to channel, and over on the left-hand side of your settings, it will actually say stream key. You'll find it as soon as you click on channel. It'll pop up, and it'll have like all these little dots like it has right here. And then out beside of it, it will actually say copy. So just copy it and paste it right here. If you're on Facebook, the steps are a little bit different, so reach out to me, and I will help you because most people don't understand. You have to go live on OBS first before you can go live on Facebook. Totally crazy, but that's the way it works. Twitter, it's one hit away. YouTube, it's one hit away also. If you want to know how to set it up on YouTube, let me know as well, and I will walk you guys through it in a video. So just drop it in the comment section below. I'm willing to help with anything. All right. Anyway, so right here, connect account recommended. Guys, if you click connect account, it will automatically save the stream key every time now because that's a new update because they automatically know what your stream key is. I highly suggest this, and whether you guys do or not, like I said, that's totally up to you, but that's, just what I would prefer to do. Like I said, I logged out of it so I can show you guys, but I will be connecting back. So just think about that. It keeps you from having to chase your stream key down. All right, let's go over to output, okay? So, of course, I'm in the middle of recording right now, so it's not like I can literally just jump in here and do whatever. All right, so for your streaming, of course, you got your audio track, which I've got mine set at number 1. You should choose your audio track for 1. Your encoder should be your NVIDIA. So, what is it? NVIDIA Invench, I guess is how they say the word. I don't really know how they pronounce this word, but H.264 new. Now you guys can, that doesn't have, a graphic card that's that strong, will probably just see like 0.264. That means that you are a very, very low grade as far as graphic. It's best to run the NVIDIA ones. So if you see that yours is not set for NVIDIA, I would advise you to go change it if you have that option. That's the best one to actually run it at. All right, your N4 streaming service encoder settings, just check the box. Your rescale output, I've got mine set at 1920 by 1080 because I use the monitor that's here in front of me, and I want to run it at 1920 by 1080. I have another monitor that's 1440, so you can choose to do whatever you want. Do whatever's at your discretion on, your rescale output, and just put the right one in there. When you get down to rate control, make sure that you choose your CBR, and you have different ones that you can choose. You got CQP, VBR, and then lossless, but choose the CBR one, and then your bit rate. All right, so something let's talk about with bit rate. The new big thing that's topping off the chart right now is 6,000 kilobytes per second. I'm assuming is what this means. So guys, you would have to play around with your bit rate. Some of you all are not able to pull that with your, streaming as far as your internet and everything. Sometimes I run mine at 4,000. It just depends on, what you're using. Like I said, some people have to run it at 2,500. I have a friend in Atlanta, Georgia. He uses it at 2,500. No ands, if buts about it. But he has a lower grade, graphic card and just all of that. So guys, try it on 6,000. I know you're probably thinking, Trippy, that is like really high and out of this water. No, it's not, guys. It's really not coming up for 2021, especially if you have the computer and the internet to pull it. That is one of your best settings. Like, I could lead you on to other, YouTubers, and I guarantee you they tell you the same thing, especially if you're into like streaming and all that. But if you're not, like I said, play around with the bit rate, set it at whatever is best for you. Because I have to go down to 4,000 sometimes, so it does make sense. As you've seen, I had 4,000 when we started. All right, go down to your keyframe and make sure that you have a number 2 there. Your preset quality. Your preset's going to be quality. The profile needs to be on high. Make sure you got look ahead and cycle visual tuning checked. And then your GPU is 0, but your max B frames needs to be at 2. Then we'll go over to recording. You can set up your recording as you please. Like mine, I've got my recording path. Like, this will let you know where you're going to send your videos to. Like, for example, right now, mine goes to the C drive, which is my OneDrive on my desktop for the OBS recording. So when I get done with this, I know where to find it. All right, and I got MP4 for recording. You can change that, to whatever. I know some people, it won't let me click on it because I'm recording, but I know some people use it, on other ones. My audio track is 1. My encoder, of course, is right back to the NVIDIA H.264. So y'all would want to use that. Back to the rescale output at 1920 by 1080. Nothing for the custom settings, and it'll give you like a little warning down here. Recordings saved to MP4 will be unrecoverable if the file cannot be finalized. So you just won't be able to like find it or whatever, it'll be gone. Your rate control is CBR. Now my bit rate is 4,500 for the recording. I could bring it up to 6,000 as well if I wanted to, but there's really no point because I'm not streaming it. I'm just recording a simple film for you guys. So think about it whenever, you dive into that. But like I said, set this up at your own discretion as far as your internet, your quality, what you like. Now, your streaming and your recording would be opposite of each other. So kind of think about that when you guys get in there to that part. The keyframe, of course, is at 2. Your preset is quality, profiles on high, and your psycho visual tuning is the only one checked. I didn't check look ahead, but most people do. But that's just totally up to you. You can choose that or not. Okay, and your GPU is 0, and max B frames is at 2. All right, then of course, you've got your audio bitrate stuff here. Guys, that is up to you depending on what audio source you use. So just jump in there and check it out. For your replay buffer, do not check this box, okay? But up here, something I want to touch base on, go to your output mode and make sure it stays on advanced, okay? Advanced is the best setting for an output mode. All right, let's go down to your audio tab. Over here, like I can't click on it, but your audio tab, some people run it at 44.1, and just kind of dive in there and see what's best for you. I run mine at 44.1, but there's other ones I think are a little bit lower. So just do whatever you think is best as far as your sound. On mine, I run a Go XLR Mini, and of course, I've got this microphone, and that's what's best for me right now. Your channels should be on stereo. Now, if you come down to your desktop, as you see, mine says system, then Go XLR Mini, desktop, Go XLR Mini. My microphone, all of this is, disabled, but I could go change it to like sample, microphone, chat, default. All of that could be, changed at any time if I wanted it to. So either or, that's the best option, okay? But I could probably move this down to like microphone. I could probably close it off and change it out that way. So, but anyways, you want to go desktop audio. This would be, what I'm saying? Whatever you're talking through. So like this is my microphone. That's what you want to set it as. Desktop audio 2. This is for my music when I want to use Spotify. So you don't have to worry about nothing else when it comes to that. Your meters, your decay rate needs to be medium type 1 IPPM. Your peak meter is a true peak, higher CPU usage. Monitoring devices default. Disable Windows needs to be checked. And of course you get down to hotkeys. You can use this if you do not have a Stream Deck like I do. I have a Stream Deck that I can actually just push buttons and it'll make stuff pop up, as you all know, like starting soon, be right back, all of that. Or you can set these hotkeys here and choose like, whatever you want to be able to, push to mute delay, enable push to mute. You guys will be able to see that as you dive on in. But you also have more keys that we'll get to in just a second. I'll show you. All right, moving down to your video. Guys, your base resolution is 1920 by 1080. That's what mine is. But you can go in and you can actually change this to your 1440. Some people use like the 1440 by like, what is it, 1280 or so? I don't remember. It's 1440 by something. So y'all can actually use that one if you prefer. So do whatever is the best resolution for your base. But when it comes to your output resolution, guys, you got to be careful sometimes. I know you all want to run it at 1920 by 1080, and like that's wonderful. It is, because the video quality is super amazing. But here's the thing, you cannot do that. Why? Because if people are watching you on their cell phone or their tablet, most tablets and most cell phones to this day are not at an output resolution scale of 1920 by 1080. They're not. So the best output scale is going to be 1280 by 720 in my opinion. Reason being is, if you put 1920 by 1080 and somebody's watching you on the phone, 9 times out of 10, their phone is just going to buffer. And that's not because something's going on your end. It's something going on their end, but it's their phone letting them know, hey, we're having a hard time focusing on this because this person, is running at a really, really high output resolution. So my opinion, I would run that at 1280 by 720. My downscale filter, I always run it at this Lanczos, I guess is how you say it, sharpened scaling 36 samples. So just kind of play around with that part, see what's best for you, but this one is the best one in my opinion. The common frames per second, I do run it at 60. Hey, if y'all can get in there and get it set to higher, rock it out. But I keep mine at 60 frames per second because no matter what, if anything fails and I can't reach 120 in certain games or whatever, or like 160 in Fortnite, then of course I know I fall back on 60 frames per second. Moving down to your hotkeys, this is what I was just talking about. So you can, like, if you want to set a picture for like start streaming, you can make a picture that says like start streaming, or you can find it off Google, whatever you prefer. And you can go right here and you can click and you can choose like the letter G. G will make it pop up if you don't have a Stream Deck. Guys, if you have a Stream Deck, I would prefer you to actually, use nothing during hotkeys. Get a Stream Deck, and if you don't know, you can actually go on to the Apple Play Store, or you can go to the Google Play Store and you can download Stream Deck. All you have to do is pay $3 a month and your whole phone becomes a Stream Deck. Totally amazing. It's well worth it. The Stream Deck's one of the best things I've ran across. All you'll have to do is download the software, which is self-explanatory. It'll walk you through everything. You just download it onto your computer. It'll sync up with your phone, and hey, there you go. You've got your own Stream Deck. If you use your phone as far as like a chat, a way to read the chat, that's perfectly fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing's going to change or anything like that. So you'll be perfectly set. You can still just kind of minimize it, go in there and see what else you need, and then go back to your Stream Deck to change pictures. So I think you'll actually love the Stream Deck if you don't have one. So give it a try, guys. If you go down to advanced, your process priority needs to be on above normal. Render, color, format, and color space would be Direct 3D 11, the NV12, 709, your color range would be full. And then coming down, you got your file name, and just some of y'all's may be different than this. Your replay buffer would be on replay. And stream delay, I've got that on 20 seconds. And then the box preserve cutoff point is checked. Okay, and then you come down to automatically reconnect. I have that enabled within 10 seconds, and maximum retries is 34. So just whatever you want for maximum retries. I keep mine up higher. Just, you never know what internet's going to do. Sources needs to be checked for enabled browser source hardware acceleration. Hotkeys, never disable hotkeys. So that's what I keep mine on. You don't want to disable hotkeys because you may end up, get to a point to where you actually need to get in there and check things out or whatever. You just never know. All right, guys, but that's all I have for you all. I hope this actually helped you guys. And you know what? I promise you, streaming is one of the best things, especially if you guys deal with like stress levels and all of that. I would advise you to get a camera, show your face, leave a mark on somebody, have good sound quality, have a nice background. Don't have a bunch of people yelling in your background. If y'all need tips on what Twitch, YouTube, or Facebook streamers would suggest, reach out to me. Guys, if y'all have an eFuse account, reach out to me on eFuse. I do have all of my social medias linked with eFuse. So just download the app and come hang out with us on eFuse as well. Guys, I hope this video has helped you all. If it has, drop a thumbs up on it. I would greatly appreciate it. And yeah, we're going to get on out of here. So guys, thank you so much for, as always, being a part of the Trippy Gang channel right here. And we'll see you all very soon. Be blessed, be safe, be kind. Hey, keep gaming, and remember, Trippy up, baby. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.